Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Unity in Harlem in New York City. We are an open, inclusive, diverse, welcoming spiritual community that sees each person as a creation of the divine spirit. Through the study of metaphysical literature and interpretations of the Bible and other sacred literature, you are invited to discover your own divinity. And today, June 29th, 2025, the title of today's talk by Reverend Carol Hunt will be The Light of Going Along or Getting Along. Did you hear the end? I didn't say it that well. Or Getting Along. Reverend Hunt always draws you in with her catchy titles. So you need to be listening and getting the full meaning of what she means by the light of going along or getting along. Later on, I will come back and read the announcements, but I want to give you something that inspired me from Reverend Carol's prayer before we start. We always pray. And this reminds me of what she was saying to us. And it's from the book 365 Days of Richer Living from New Thought, Ernest Holmes and Raymond Barker. And it says, and this is to you, the universe is a spiritual system and it gives to all alike. God and God's creation knows no great nor small. Spirit knows you only as an outlet of ideas and love. To you is given all power in mind and in control of matter. Your authority is from spirit, and the material thought of man cannot negate it. You stand in control of your experience. As your thinking determines your control of situations, assume your divine prerogative and think only of the things you desire. No evil can withstand your divine prerogative. No evil can withstand your determined spiritual mentation. The gates of adversity may open, but the windows of heaven shall stand and outpour to you a blessing, and triumph will always be yours. So now we will have continuing our service with the welcoming celebration song called I Am Light. And Marie Poncé will sing it. And then we continue with the affirmation of Unity in Harlem that you will join. We'll have a preparation for meditation with a song called I Will Surrender. We'll have the meditation and Reverend Carol's talk and an interlude music afterwards. We'll have prayer and request and offering. And then I'll return for the announcements for July, which will be chock-a-lot of lots of things. And then we'll have a melody of inspiration songs, I Will Be Gentle with Myself, The Father and I Are One, and We Live in the Light of God, followed by the prayer of protection and the peace song. So now I will turn it over to Marie, who will do the opening celebration song. Thanks, Marie.
Thank you so much, Annette Purnell. And thank you for being here, everybody. Everybody looks so good this morning. Wow. Everybody have your programs, and you can find the song I Am Light by India Irie and sing it like you remember. Yeah, she wrote this, right? Or sang it, made it popular. Uh-huh. Yeah. I am light. You know, we are not our circumstances. We are not what seems on the outside. We are like God. It says God is light, God is love. I am light and love, kindness, joy, all these things. Let's sing with that in mind. I am light. 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 One more. I am light. I am light. I am not the things. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I'm light. Light. I am 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 light. One more. I am light. I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I'm light. Light. I'm light. I am light. I am light. One more. I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside. Oh, light. We're all light. I am 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 divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. Light. And just feel that light on the inside. That special light is that your color of light, that feeling of you as divinity resonating and radiating like the waves in a pond. Can you feel it? All light. And now, I think my husband has some things to say. Bob Poncé, the affirmation.
Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it. Unity affirmations speak to the power of our words, and particularly the power of I am. And so we say this affirmation every Sunday to affirm our divine nature. The words are on the screen, and I invite you to say them with me. I am an abundant, radiating center of God's love and light for peace, healing, and inner truth for all.
Yeah. And not only are we light, but we can surrender to our greatest, highest good and release any fear that blocks our way. It's in your program. And this song is by Karen Drucker. Feel that light just surrendering to our greatest, highest good and reverberating across the world. Yay. Isn't that great? I will. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. I am more loving every moment, every day. Just breathe that in. Feel what it is to surrender to the best that you are, that I am, that we are together, knowing that we have divinity holding us up, bringing us to a higher place and a higher place and a higher place each time. Isn't that nice? All right. I got thumbs up. You can't see it, but if you were here, you could. All right. I'd like to, it's my pleasure and my privilege to welcome to this podium here the elegant, wise, interesting, and pretty cool Reverend Carol J. Hunt. She never knows what I'm going to say.
We prepare ourselves now to enter into a quiet space. We want to relax. Remove all the thoughts in our mind that keep us centered in the here and now that we can set aside for a few moments and be in a quiet place. Release our breath into this space and allow ourselves to relax, relax, relax. Should your eyes be open, remove any distractions. If your hands have something in them, lay it aside. Let your hands be comfortable. And sit as erect as you can. in your seats. Become conscious of your breathing. Your own gentle rhythm of breathing in, breathing out. Let each inhalation and exhalation allow you to sink deeper into your seat, allow you to feel the comfort of your seat as it holds you up and allows you to relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in deeply this time. And exhale slowly, pushing the stomach all the way in. Do that again. Breathe in deeply. Exhale slowly. Pushing the stomach all the way in. You begin now to feel the quiet, feel settled. You're aware of your body, places in your body that you can heal by breathing in and breathing out to those places. And simply whisper, relax. Relax. Again, go to those places in your body that might feel uncomfortable and breathe into them. Exhale to them. Relax them. Do the same for your emotions and your feelings. Seek them out wherever they may be and breathe into them. Exhale through them. And again, whisper, relax, relax. Search out your feelings again. Breathe into them. Exhale through them. Relax them. Your thoughts that come and go. Let them come, let them go. You can set them aside at any time. Let your only thought be, I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. And should the thoughts return, see them and say, I breathe in, I breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And now take a deep breath. And hold the breath. Hold the breath for 5. Exhale the breath for 7. Once more. Breathe in deeply. Hold the breath for 5. Exhale the breath for 7. Feeling quiet, still, at 1. Open the door of your heart and see light. See light as you would see light. See your body full of light. See your room full of light. See your world full of light. Let light encompass all that you can see. All that you can feel. All that you can be. You stand at the center as light. God light. Perfect light. Whole light. Complete light. Healing light. Light radiates from you, touching every concern, healing every hurt, seeing all things one. Let light be light as you, in you, through you. Stand firm, grounded in the light. There is only one light. You are that light we all want to see in the world. Breathe in and breathe out. Become conscious of your breath. your seat, your space. Breathe in, breathe out. God is I light. Take a deep breath and exhale the breath. Take another deep breath. Exhale the breath, feeling relaxed, restored, open, and receptive for all the good that comes your way today. In the consciousness of the one light, the Christ. Amen. Good morning to everyone, and here before me and those who are listening online. Certainly good to be back. I've been gone for 2 weeks. Seems like forever sometimes. So it's always good to be here. Sometimes when I arrive early enough, Bob and I will have a couple of things to say to each other. And it'll just be quiet as we each prepare for the service. And then there are other times he and I will have an animated conversation about something or another. Usually it's about something going on in the community. And today when I arrived, Orrin Hercules was already here. And it wasn't long, it seemed to me, that, thanks. I'm just going to get a little water. Thanks. Plenty. So I was at the point of saying that when I arrived, Orrin was here. And it seemed like in no time at all, we were in a three-way animated conversation about New York City and the election and United States of America and all that's going on without, you know what that is, without any detail, unless you really don't read anything or or see anything. And I do know people like that, so I don't want to belittle that they kind of steer away. But at any rate, we had uh, an animated conversation, and it certainly fits with the title for today. I am always amazed at the fact that the titles or themes for 3 months at a time, and then the sub-themes that I might come up with as it progresses, well, I'll be darned. It's just what's going on right now. It is just astounding to me how that happens. And of course, I can only think that everything is one, and that as spirit unfolds itself through each of us, I associate it with what I believe and see what's going on around us and attempt to apply it. And I am sure that each of us as truth students, no matter where we are in this country, are attempting to do the same thing. Put it in place in some kind of way for our own mentality and our own mental health. And so this theme of for June was the light of living the light, right? Living in the light, right? So the theme was living in the light with various interpretations for sub-themes. And so for this Sunday, the light of going along or getting along, I said to myself, my goodness, if that's not right in my face, I don't know what is. And I didn't dream that up. That's just happening. So we will close out the month of June. Oh, by the way, I have to say that so many times the theme, whether it's the overall theme or the sub-themes, the music supports it. So I have to thank Marie many times because she doesn't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to say. So, but somehow in this energy of spirit, it comes together. And that's a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I'm sure we've all had it in one way or another. We're living our life, and as truth students, we're living our life and we see it come together. So Marie will see my themes and then do the music. And so many times it is like we're on the phone together and said, why don't we do this song or that song or the other? And some people will ask me sometimes about the music. I said, I don't do the music. I mean, I have enough to do with the talk and other things. I leave the music to someone else. I leave it to Marie. So Thank you, Marie. So we will close out the month of June's theme, Living in the Light. We're living the light of going along or getting along. As true students, we believe the light is always there. As Eric Burdworth would say, you just have to remember to turn on the switch. That was one of his favorite sayings. Just remember, turn on the switch. So the light is always there. The light doesn't go anyplace. It is we who go. And the variety of ways are just so many. So, if that is true, why is there this judgment or feeling that it is negative to just go along with the status quo, or rather than upset the boat or decide to get along? You know, like if it ain't broke, why fix it? In some ways, the two phrases seem to be a no win-win with going along or getting along, that there's no difference really between them. I really don't believe that. And I hope after I'm finished, you'll be thinking that way too. There have been recent examples of individuals, organizations, corporations, universities, law firms, schools, libraries, who have made the decision to go along, to get along. And some get along in order to go along. It may sound like each is the flip side of the other, depending on the situation. For instance, some of the examples shared earlier shows that what the nature of their work happened to be, went along with whatever demands that were made in order to get along, and then were seen as capitulating. Their reputation was damaging in the opinion of the larger world. Then there were those who decided to go along with their own mission and let the chips fall where they may. They continued to enjoy acceptance in the larger community. They did not have to work at getting along. We can see the subtleness of this statement, the light of going along or getting along. It's very subtle. You have to think about it. We can raise questions about the wiseness of getting along and whether it is profitable or not. However, we would want to remember in the discussion of the principles of give and receive, giving and receiving is never getting. Never getting. So this talk is really to truth students. It is not about the thinking of the world around us and those groups who decide to do one or the other based on whatever they do, whatever they have from a human perspective. the law and principle of give and receive, it always starts with give. Now, I do think there is a third group existing in the list given earlier. These individuals, organizations, corporations, universities, colleges, schools, law firms, and government entities simply do not know what to do. They know they should do something. It calls for them to do something. But exactly what? They are not sure. Truth students, religious and spiritual organizations find themselves in this group a lot. That's where we are. There is an inherent challenge in the absolute philosophical teachings of truth, spirituality, and religion that seem to prevent decisions that would appear to contradict the idea of love your neighbor because you love yourself. And we struggle with that. The natural tendency is to like what feels good and resist what does not. So we tend to lean toward the group that, based on their own principles, resist. And we say, yay, they resist. And we're for them. We're with them. But you see, love is incapable of doing this. At issue for that third group I talked about is the definition and demonstration of love. Defined from a spiritual perspective, love is impersonal. It is not for the group who decides, I'll get along. It is not for the group that decides, I'll go along. It is not for the individual who decides either or. The truth student, the spiritual student, the religious student, and I use religion loosely here, must be in the zone of give and receive, because it starts with giving, and getting has no part in love. Defined from a spiritual perspective, love is impersonal. So when we go through our challenges of saying yay to the group that resist, and having resisting feelings toward the group that does otherwise, we are not demonstrating the love which is impersonal. the love, therefore, it knows nothing of how does the true student demonstrate to the group that chooses to heed to the demand and get along for whatever reason they choose, or what to demonstrate to the group that chooses to continue their own, to see their own light and go along, receiving whatever comes down the pike, or to the individual that makes the decision to see their own personal light and decides, I go along each step of the way. I trust the process. We see the demonstration of this in the Congresswoman in Jersey. She made the decision to go along and see what the end will be. That's what she's doing right now. She is giving herself up. Right now. Now, we can make judgments about why, the political impact, for whatever reason she may be doing it. We can have all kinds of reasons that we can come up in our head. But she has decided to give of herself, not knowing what the end's going to be. She has decided to go along and not get along. There are a couple of others out there that are doing the same thing. We all need to examine them carefully. Luke gives examples of 3 women. One was one who's of giving, unexpected giving. One whose name was Joanna. She was married to the manager of Herod's household. Herod, as you know, was the leader in the community that beheaded John the Baptist and also made the decision about Jesus. The other was Susanna. It does not say what she did. These women were named, I'll tell the third one in a minute, because they were women of means. They had their own money and lots of it. The other woman was named Mary Magdalene. Each of the women had means, as I said, but they also were new recruits to the teachings of Jesus. They were known in that community as it was growing to have been cured of diseases and evil spirits. They supported Jesus and his followers by giving from their own means. From what these verses tell us, and there are exactly only 3 of them, they were living the light of going along, not getting along. because they were giving of their own means. You can contrast them, for instance, with the rich young ruler. We know that story, who was a young man of means, lots of money, who was not prepared to give. He wanted to get what he wanted without giving. And so, because he couldn't get from Jesus what he wanted without giving, he left sorrowful. It's a great contrast. There's another story in Luke about a very successful businessman whose business just grew and grew and grew and grew and continued to grow. He accommodated for the growth by doing what many businessmen do today. They go public and allow people to buy into their business and make money. Or they open additional businesses. Sometimes they do it in such a ways as what we would call today franchises. In a one verses shot, as I call it, by Jesus, he sums up the investor's mistake by comparing him to other investors who were in the community near him, who had the sense to repent of their evil business practices by getting and getting and getting and getting, and not reject the message of Jesus. In this case, the businessman didn't heed the warnings, the warning signs in Tyre and Sidon. And lived in the light of getting along rather than going along. In summary, Jesus said to the disciples, because this happened just after he sent out the 70 and they came back. Anyone who hears, listens to what you say, he's talking to them, I'm talking to you and to you who's listening. Anyone who hears and listens to what you say hears you. In this case, he says, here's me, here's Jesus, here's what I say. Anyone who rejects what you say rejects me, and, he adds, rejects him who sent me. So do we get the full impact of that? What you say to others as truth students hears you. And they accept, they hear you and who sent you. But if they reject you and who sent you. And of course, when this happened to them, when they went out, the 70, Jesus just simply said, take the dust off your feet and keep moving. So the businessman heard the word of the Lord to give what he had and not to increase what he had. His consciousness was to get in order to get along, not to give in order to get along. So this giving and getting along, going along, is based on, for us, the law of giving and receiving. We too, as true students, are from time to time, are called on to examine our natural tendency to go along or get along. What we have to say may not seem to have monumental, life-shattering consequences, but then that's not the purpose of going along. From the spiritual point of giving and receiving. Freely, it says, we have received. Freely, we give. That is the law. Our times call for it now more than ever. The light of going along starts within. He who listens to you accepts him who sent you, or it who sent you, whatever word you use. That's what you have to give in these times. What you receive from within is what you have to give. It's not silence. It's not agreeing that the situation is horrible. Because love takes no sides. It's impersonal. So when you speak to someone, you are not saying you're right or you're wrong. You are simply demonstrating love. It's not thinking out of the box. It could be everyone belongs in the box of love and acceptance. It could be everyone is already a citizen. It could be I will rescue you. It could be a reminder that humankind is evolving. It could be that if we really understood new thought and what it means to practice it and live it, we would embody it in ways that would be revolutionary. And the definition of that, which is evolving or causing a complete or dramatic change. And that's taken, that last sentence is taken from Science of Mind. Until that day dawns in the consciousness of human beings, we are privileged to give birth to a deeper understanding. Each of us are privileged to evolve to a deeper understanding of what it means to live as a new thought student. The scriptures say, go apart into a quiet place and rest a while. Psalm 119:15 says, I meditate on your precepts and consider your ways. 1 Thessalonians says, pray continually. Psalm 119:97, oh, how I love your law, giving and receiving. I meditate on it all day long. Blessings, my friends. envelopes out and they didn't get back there. Oh, you did? Oh, thank you. We'll take time for our prayer requests, and then after we'll do our tithes and offering. We take a moment to stop and again and reflect on the law of giving and receiving and the love that undergirds the gift we receive from within to share with our fellow human beings. We listen in the quiet and we grow. And in that growth, we become more of who we are as spirit's children of light. We see ourselves carrying this light forward with words and deeds. Our whole countenance is giving and giving in the light of love that encompasses everyone, those that are most challenging. And so we take a moment and in your mind's eye form a circle and bring into that circle anyone you want and see that person. See that person in love. The love that knows no boundaries, knows no separation, sees only oneness. We are blessed to have this awareness, and we carry it forth in all that we do and all that we say. In the consciousness of the Christ. Amen. And we move now into our gift, our tithe, our offering. These represent an expression of who we are and the giving and receiving love we receive here in this community. And so we give with a joyful heart. We give with a thankful heart. We give with a loving heart. We bless every person who gives. We thank them and their support of who we are as Unity in Harlem. And we see them as light. And Unity in Harlem as light as we go forward. We share a prayer each Sunday. I will say the words first, and then you can join me as we say it again. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Shall we know it together? Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. So be it.
Thank you, Reverend Carol. Green. That was technical savvy. And now for the announcements. Unity in Harlem in the community. Unity in Harlem conducts meditation at Pillars every Thursday at noon. And if you wish to join in that meditation, you can do it by phone, which is 212-222-3470, and you will get a link to that meditation. And that's every Thursday at noon. Unity in Harlem also offers meditation at Morehouse for older adults, and that's every Thursday at 3 o'clock with them. And as I said earlier, July will be chocolate, as one of my friends, Abigail McGrath, used to say, with changes and new things going on. But first, I want to give you our connection. So the Unity in Harlem connection by Zoom is 698, and you'll see it on the screen, 698-428-2725. And by phone, you dial 929-205-6099, and then 698-428-2725. And they both have the same passcode of 777-7777. Tuesday study group, where you would join us for meditation and reflection. And this week, we're discussing the challenge of letting go by creating personal affirmations. And you know that idea of letting go and letting God, well, it's going to be discussed. So if you've had some wonderings about it, or how do you do it, or what does it mean to you, join us on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., where we'll be talking about letting go. And you'll be able to create your own personal meditation on that. Also, on Friday, Unity in Harlem has a prayer circle that meets from 6 to 7 p.m. But this week, being the holiday week, the prayer circle will be suspended for this week. However, it will continue next week on July the 11th. And that's where you can come to be in the comfort of prayer. And as I always say, you can ask to be prayed with. You can listen to others' prayers and join in, or you can just sit in the silence for that hour and just come away and just be in the quiet of prayer time. It's a wonderful experience if you have never done it. And also, anyone who wishes to speak to the minister in a personal reason, this is the telephone number, and it's not a Zoom. It's a straight up telephone number, and it's 646-481-1844. And please feel free, as Reverend Carol says, to give that number a call if you need some personal assistance. And now for some of the new things that will be going on. Next Sunday, July the 6th, the title of the talk will be Let's Do No Thing. And as you heard today, sometimes the words you think the meanings will be different. So come next Sunday and find out what let's do no dash thing will mean to you. Then on the following Sunday, July 13th, we will have our visiting guest minister, Reverend Marian Gambardella. And if you've never heard her, please come on and have another experience with Reverend Gambardella. And then the following Sunday will be our annual Day in the Park. And that's a fun, fun time. We're in Central Park in Manhattan, and it's around 109th Street. And we're there from about noon to 6. And you can bring something that you wish to eat and bring something you wish to share. And the church provides the plates and the cups and the knives and forks and some of the food and the drink. So just stay tuned. Next week, we'll give you more information about getting there. And it's open and it's free. There's no admission to the park. There's no admission to the group. You just come to eat and bring food and have food of others to share. And now that concludes the announcements for July's Chocolat activities. And we'll have our closing song of inspiration. Sorry. It's a medley that I said before will be, I Will Be Gentle with Myself, The Father and I Are One, and We Live in the Light of God. And Marie will lead us with that song. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you so much, Annette. And thank you so much, Carol, for your wise words. I told you she was wise and cool. All right, so let's sing this medley that Annette just shared with us. It's right in your program, so let's sing along. Arrangement by yours truly. I'll be gentle with myself. I'll hold myself like a newborn baby child. And words by Karen Drucker. Here we go. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with my heart. I will be gentle with my heart. I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. I'll be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. The Father and I The Father and I are one. The Father and I are one. Mother. The Mother and I are one. The Mother and I are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. The Father and I are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. The Mother and I are one. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with my heart. I will be gentle with my heart. I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. The Spirit and I. The Spirit and I are one. 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 Are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. The Spirit and I are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. Spirit and I are one. We live in the light of God. We live in the light of God. Are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. Are one. We live in the light of God. We live in the light of God. We live in the light of God. Ah, wow. We are getting to be such good singers in here. It's so nice. We were just like, oh, what a vibe we had. Wow, you set it up, see? Beautiful. So now what time is it? It is time for the prayer of protection. Yes, it is. Hi, Carol. Come on up here.
All right, together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Wonderful. And now, the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous fall. To take each moment and
peace, its good will there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Yay.
Everybody greet each other.